Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback for the Jaguars, avoided a free rusher by sliding to the left, took a giant step to the right, and released the ball as Falcons defender Caden Ellis slammed him in the chest. Receiver Calvin Ridley was in the end zone 30 yards away by himself as cornerback A.J. Terrell ran to narrow the distance. The Jaguars eventually defeated the Atlanta Falcons 23-7 in front of 85,716 spectators at Wembley Stadium in London, but the throw got there first, and Ridley grabbed it out of the air for a score. The Jaguars scored their first touchdown of the first half and their third in their last 3 games. Although the Jaguars' offense isn't running as smoothly as it was at the close of the last season, they made several significant plays against the Falcons that demonstrated improvement. They shown improvement with a crucial 4th down conversion on the lone touchdown drive, a drive of 65 yards and more that lasted more than 7 minutes into the 4th quarter and ended in a field goal, and a drive of 74 yards in less than 4 minutes that also resulted in a field goal late in the 4th quarter. Even though it wasn't always attractive, it was often effective, a continuation of the 2 weeks prior. Coach Doug Peterson of the Jaguars observed, "The offense did some good things today. Made several significant 3rd down picks in the second half. The ball was obviously at the 10-yard line throughout those previous 2 drives. When the ball is at the 6-yard line, you go down and kick 3 field goals before finishing the game that way. There are still some things we need to fix and tidy up, but the offensive was clearly much better today." The Jaguars, 2-2, gained just 300 yards in total, converted just 5 of 14 third downs, 36%, and averaged just 3.3 yards per carry. However, things appeared better during the previous 2 games against the Houston Texans and Kansas City Chiefs, in which the offense scored 2 touchdowns at home. Receiver Christian Kirk, who had a team-high 8 catches for 84 yards, said, "It's a step in the right way, and it started early on this week. We sort of discussed it, just our sense of urgency, our execution, and our discipline during the practice week. You might have imagined we would get back on track with where we needed to be and simply be ourselves outside, and I believe we did that. We need to improve a lot before we can be a truly good offense. We made enough plays to go out there and score enough points to secure a win, yet there are still some mistakes and things we might have done better today." Right tackle Jawan Taylor and third-place receiver Marvin Jones Jr. were lost from the Jaguars' offense from the previous season, but Ridley and first-round pick Anton Harrison were added in their place. Peterson called plays in the first half of games in 2022, but Press Taylor, the offensive coordinator, took over play calling completely in 2023. Therefore, the unit cannot logically regress. But over the first month of the season, that is what has taken place. After scoring 404 yards against Houston in Week 3 and 31 points against Indianapolis in Week 1, they came into Sunday's game ranked 16th in overall offense, 21st in points, and 29th in 3rd down conversion rate. Over the first 3 games, the offensive line has had trouble, finishing 26th in pass block win rate and 29th in run block win rate. 8 passes were lost by pass catchers, which is a league high, and Lawrence's total QBR of 49.7 is lower than it was in 2017, 56.1 QBR. Lawrence had a 78.1 QBR against the Falcons after completing 23 of 30 passes for 207 yards in the score. On 8 carries, he added 42 yards of running. He was sacked twice, but no passes were dropped. Kirk was wide open in the end zone on a 4th down and then broke free for a possible large gain, but Lawrence was unable to get the ball to him because of pressure or because he moved to the other side of the field. Each week, Lawrence said, "There will always be things you can do better for all of us. There are still a lot of offensive opportunities for us, including a few plays that I regret missing, but we'll move on and address our mistakes in Buffalo before putting up a strategy to win that game."